It was the 23rd century, mankind's darkest hour.
Heart rate and respiration nominal. Life support online. Initiating cryogenic freezing. Commencing pod lockdown.
For almost 100 years. We had been fighting for so long, no one could remember the reason why it all started in the first place. All we knew is that there were two sides, the Coalition and the Alliance. For decades, millions died for the same piece of rock, again and again. Finally, one side managed to gain the upper hand, the Coalition. Desperation, the Alliance launched 5 sleeper ships. The hope was for them to begin again, far from the war and strife that had befallen Earth, to start free from the prejudices that had divided us for so long. Each sleeper ship was christened after its patron nation. The Britonia, the Rhineland, the Hispania, the Kasari, the Liberty. Against all odds, the colony ships broke through the Coalition blockade and headed for the Sirius system. That was 800 years ago, when we came here to rebuild our lives. We've come a long way since then. We have grown, we have prospered, we have flourished. But we will never forget.
Alright, Remy G from the LUGheads, now playing a blast from the past for some and a brand new experience for me. This is Freelancer, which is a game published by Microsoft themselves back in 2003. I'm currently running this with the Swag Pack HD Textures mod, which just improves some of the visuals. It doesn't change any of the gameplay at all, functionally. But for me, I had never heard of this game in my life. I really wish I had. And I was just really craving playing a dogfighting game or a space game of some type, maybe even World War II themed, who knows. And I shopped around and I just could not find a game that appealed to me because I'm not super huge on the multiplayer front. I really like my single player games, PvE and etc. and stuff like that, and nothing was appealing to me. So I got bored, decided to start cleaning my desk off, and then my girlfriend was doing the same thing, and she came across this old CD on her desk, and she's like, I don't know if this is going to appeal to you or not, but I've got this game called Freelancer I've had for years. I've never played it myself. Maybe you should give it a shot. Decided to do a little bit of research on it, watch some gameplay videos, and it is exactly what I was looking for. Just sitting on her desk all this time, all these years, and I could not be happier. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start up a new game, and we will see what this game brings to light. I have played the first like 2-ish missions to get a feel for it, but other than that, it's a brand new experience.
Acknowledge Freeport 7. We'll see you in about 2 weeks.
Also, do bear in mind, as I said, this game was made in 2003, so it is going to be dated in some aspects, but the gameplay, in my opinion, is still very much fun.
Navy Command, this is Freeport 7. We're picking up some strange readings on the long-range sensors.
Unknown ships have breached the defense perimeter. Man all station.
President Jacoby has asked the LSF to investigate the sudden destruction of Freeport 7. No word yet on whether it was accidental or a deliberate attack. The first handful of survivors arrived on Manhattan this morning.
We're here for medical. Is there anyone seriously injured?
One. Inside.
So you don't have orders telling you who's injured, you're just showing up with a cot and asking a random person that came off the ship? I'm looking forward to the future. That ship. Oh, now that we got him on the stretcher, there's no rush. Let's just casually walk.
Make sure he lives. He owes me some credits.
Your concern is touching. We'll do everything we can. It may take a while.
Man, I need my money. Did you go through his pockets? Got his wallet?
The Liberty Security Force maintains there is no proof Freeport 7's destruction
Well,
was
looks like
deliberate.
space cancer's
But
still a thing.
sources inside the LSF
Do you
say
think
they
he dyed his
suspect
hair to
the
match his
criminal
scar or
organization.
tattoo, whatever
The
that is,
order
over his eyes, or was that
will
just
keep you
happy
up to date
coincidence?
as the story develops.
Soda is apparently still a thing in whatever year this is. Looks like this actually looks like the ship that Liberty initially launched. Interesting. I do kind of like that concept that they just built around, like they initially started their civilization using this ship as their go-to and built from there. And at this point, it's kind of like a point-and-click exploratory game. Once you're actually in space is when it becomes a fighter, obviously. Hello, fat bartender. Hello, creepy jazz music. Hello, eagle motif. Couldn't get more American.
Sidewinder Fang.
All we have is Liberty Ale, friend.
Fine.
Her name's Junko Zane. She's a tough one.
Oh, why's that?
She's LSF. All business. If it's a job you're wanting, that is.
So
On the
was
other
he
hand,
saying that she's a
if you're
tough
looking for
girl,
something more,
a tough lay,
Well, the only thing
or a
I'm looking
tough
for
person
right
because
now
of her
is this
profession?
drink.
I know you.
No, I don't think so.
The news. I saw your face on the news. You're one of the Freeport 7 survivors, aren't you?
Yeah.
I heard it was pretty bad out there. You know, you're lucky to be alive.
Huh.
This one's on me, friend. It's the good stuff.
Why?
Because it's
Because
not
you
every
were
day
lucky
a
to
man
be
has the
alive.
chance to start again.
Time to kill
Your good
yourself with
fortune
good
in Liberty,
stuff.
sir.
Well, it can't get any worse.
What the fuck was she doing with her hand back there?
Thanks.
Her fingers were like completely bowed backward. It was creepy as hell. So I think, yeah, at this point I could talk to anyone that's standing here. That's definitely not the same bartender that was just attending to me. Kim Bailey. You had a nice polygonal butt when I was talking to the bartender. I'll let you know that. Your hairstyle is fucking creepy. This chump in a suit. And Junko Zane. That's cockblocker.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't have nearly enough people.
Junie, the environment has changed. Or with groups like the Order taking more and more liberties, indeed now threatening our profits. Some in the government feel that we need to increase our patrols in these areas.
This guy's hand gestures are freaky.
You Junko Zane?
Yes?
I believe you have business to discuss.
Wait!
I will leave this matter in your capable hands.
Sorry. The bartender said you work for the Liberty Security Force.
And who do you work for, Mr.
Trent. I work for myself.
What kind of ship do you have?
I lost mine on Freeport 7.
I see. Are you staying in Liberty long?
I've got a friend who was injured in the attack. He's in medical. I'll be staying at least until he's released.
Well, as it happens,
Oh, yeah, I
I
can
could
pick
use a
his
good
pockets.
freelancer, Mr. Trent. I'll be in the equipment room later. You can meet me there. Oh, and if we are gonna work together, call me Junie.
Judy, yeah? I like it when you're informal. Alright, so she said meet her in the equipment bay, which is the equipment dealer. As far as I'm aware, what I did read about this game is there is a free play aspect in between story missions and so on, where you can just choose missions from a job board. You can view the news, which talks about the goods that they currently have for sale, as well as the price. So they're selling pharmaceuticals or buying them as well for 120 credits, oxygen for 5, boron for 155, and so on and so forth. And this also gives some backstory into what's going on worldwide, locations, and so on and so forth. And yeah, you can actually get yourself a freighter ship. I believe there's one available. That big guy in the back right corner. I'm not gonna have the money to get it, but just so that you can see it. So this big guy back here is the Rhino freighter, and it has a cargo capacity of 800, whereas I'm gonna be starting out with this Star Tracker, which has a cargo capacity of 300, or not 330. I wish I had 300. But yeah, you could just go around and make a shit ton of money. Also, this is hilarious. This is the most expensive ship, and you're going to be starting it out because it's a piece of junk, according to Junko. Oh well. Anyway, I gotta meet her in the equipment bay, and eventually I'll be able to buy my own ship with some better weapons. Voila.
Pleased to see you. Are you ready to work for the LSF, Mr. Trent?
It's just Trent. And yeah, I'm here to see what you have to offer.
Well, I found this ship for you. It's very basic, and you won't have jump access yet, but it should be good enough.
Very basic. Most expensive ship available on this planet.
This assignment will be easy. All you have to do is babysit a convoy of food and medical supplies. You'll be hooking up with the escort CO King. I'll tell him to expect you. That is, of course, if you're interested.
Yeah, why not? 2,000 credits. Higher tax considered possible. Escorts and medical supplies. Let's do it.
Sounds good. I'm in.
Good, better get going. I'll have your ship moved immediately. All you'll have to do is go to the landing pad and launch. King will be waiting for you near the docking ring in space, okay? I'll see you when you get back.
Thanks.
No background check. No investigation, no resume, nothing. Just, hey, you're a freelancer, you just survived an exploding space station. Let me just trust you with an escort mission. Sounds good. Alright, so this is your physical map, and this is the New York system. So there are planets at each of these intersections, and that's the star that it all orbits around, and then these are paths to different solar systems, which I do not have access to at the moment.
You must be Trent. I'm King, the CO of this mission. I contacted the lead transport of the convoy. They've completed pre-launch checks and are ready to go. Should be an easy run from here to Fort Bush, and then on to Pittsburgh. Ready? It's good to meet you, King. Is that a Rhineland cruiser? That's the Donau, Admiral Schultzky's flagship. He's visiting Manhattan to attend a high-level meeting with President Jacoby. Keep your distance.
Newark Station, this is RNC Donau, requesting clearance to dock with your station. Over.
Affirmative, Donau. You are cleared for docking point 6. Liberty welcomes you and Admiral Schultzky. Donau, be advised, we're picking up unknown contacts.
Oh boy, come the pirates.
Understood, Newark. All escorts, power up weapons.
Affirmative. Ready to engage.
Roger. Tracking incoming ships.
We only have 2 fighters to defend now.
Ships. This is Newark Station. You are entering restricted space. Alter course at once or we will open fire.
Newark, do not interfere. We're here to protect the president. Schultzky's a traitor.
Red alert. The Donau is hit. Launch all rescue and defensive units. All other fighters engage
Alright.
enemy ships.
All escorts, open fire.
We are live.
Oh my god.
So that big ship had basically no defenses against torpedoes, just like the space station.
Damn it. They blew up the Donau. Newark, this is LSF Patrol Gamma 6. Engaging enemy. Confirmed, Gamma 6.
Combat is a little slow to start, but after the first 2 missions I managed to get myself a pretty respectable ship that did
We
some
can't let them
damage.
get away. Engage the enemy.
So it'll definitely pick up as I continue to play.
Newark, we need reinforcements.
Who's next?
Interceptors are en route. The Colorado and its escort are inbound.
Michael Schmitz. I like that all the enemies have generated names. So it's not just random rogue number 2 that you're killing. Actual people. Saviors. And tractor beam in some goods. Alrighty.
Confirmed. No more enemy contacts.
There's
We read you.
King.
Radar is clear. SAR, report. Did you pick up any survivors?
Negative, Newark. We're continuing our sweep.
To all utility ships in the area, scan for survivors. All other vessels, return to normal duty, but stay alert. Trent, there's nothing more we can do here.
Yeah, that's
The transports are waiting at Fort Bush. I've uploaded a waypoint to your neural net. Just fly toward it. Acknowledged, SAR. Return to base.
Waypoint.
I can't
Let's do it.
believe it. How did they get this close to Manhattan without being detected?
Sounded really
First
upset.
3.7. And now this.
How did they get so
It's
close?
getting out of control.
Make up your mind. Are you the tough guy or are you a bitch?
All right, we've reached the trade lane. Engaging activation sequence. Trent, you go first.
Alrighty. Suck. So these are basically fast travels between planets. So normally at cruise speed I can get up to 300 speed, which is indicated
Activation
down here,
sequence completed.
and this goes
Lane jump
over 1,000.
initiated.
This is
This is
also
it, Trent.
your available
This is one of
power,
the
which is
major
used by
arteries to
guns,
Manhattan space. We're
your
only
shield,
taking it as far
which
as
I
Fort
can
Bush.
restore with
If we kept
shield
going,
batteries,
we'd reach the jump gate
and
to the
this is
Colorado
your
system.
HP bar, basically your ship hull health, which can be restored with nanobots.
Transport leader, this is LSF Patrol
Alright.
Gamma 6.
This is who we're gonna be
escort you to
escorting.
Pittsburgh. Over.
Roger, Gamma 6. This is the USV Brant. Pre-launch checks have been completed.
Trent, take up a position near the transport. Use the formation maneuver to link up with the convoy.
Got it.
Check. This is transport leader. All ships are in position and we show green status.
I wonder if I could
We heard
eventually
the news
get a
about
transport
Schultzky.
ship.
What happened?
The planetary defense grid was offline and the order managed to break through. They took out the Donau with their first missile salvo. We never had a chance to stop them. Looked like the order was determined to keep Schultzky from meeting the president. Hard to believe that this could happen. We better get going.
I mean, they
Let's hope
were
for the
very
best.
clear. They said he was a
Several
traitor.
convoys have come under attack in recent weeks. The rogue problem has gotten out of control in this area.
Don't worry, that's why we're here.
Activation sequence completed. jump initiated.
Looking good so far.
Alert! Trade lane disruption detected.
Well, we got enemies. Okay.
Damn it! Trent, get your weapons ready. This could get rough. There! Rogues! Trent, break an attack!
I've already broken, I've already
done
done
the trade lane comes back up.
They're so pitifully slow. That's flying around. Okay, I'm up. Whatever. Yeah, I did a tiny bit of damage. And next. Oh shit, hit a break. Good thing that's not like more realistic where you just instantly explode or something. Just play bumper cars with debris and it's not so bad. This is the equivalent of a game tutorial, so it's not going to be very difficult. Am I the only one actually doing that? Probably. Dang, useless. Yeah, this guy's... well, I'll put a shield. Hopefully they get his health down and let his shield come back up. Dang, you suck at your job. Some commanding officer you are. There we go. Any good?
Last one. We better get out of here before more of them show up.
That's Manhattan.
Couldn't agree more. The trade lane is back up. Let's... Wait! Radar shows new targets. Gamma 6, we have to make a run for it.
We'll cover you. This is gonna be close, but I think we can make it without another fight. Everybody stay on course. Trent, do not engage the pirates. We have to get the convoy out of here.
Justin Nassar and Perry Carrier. Not good with foreign names. Which is funny considering my last name is Spanish. What's that? Trail alert? I have no idea. Oh, that is a lot of roads, actually. Glad we left. Overcash. Ryan Overcash, I love that name. That is the name of a pirate if I've ever heard one.
We made it! Everybody in one piece?
Barely. That was close. Thanks for getting us here in one piece, Gamma 6. We almost didn't make it.
A situation we're soon to fix. The rogues were better equipped than we expected, but we got what we came for. Thanks for playing the bait.
Now it's your turn to reel him in, King. We're gonna unload our cargo. Remember our bargain.
I'm transferring the payment to your neural net account.
Understood. Transport leader out.
Hey, King, what's going on? You'll see soon enough. Go ahead and land on Pittsburgh. I'll meet you on the surface.
Okay. So yeah, literally docking those lands is just a matter of finding out wherever the docking ring is and waiting your turn. Sometimes another ship will be coming. Alright, I have advanced to pirate level 1. Spice things up before I land. Don't worry, I'm not a terrorist. just softening the landing pad.
You'll find Pittsburgh to be remarkably unexciting, Trent. That's the mining operation. Not much to look at. A lot of rocks, smoke, and fire. But what it lacks in class, it more than makes up for in cheap drinks. Send your ship down on one of the landing pads over there.
God, my ass is flat.
Credits. Hey, King. Did you know it was gonna get hot out there?
We're not done yet. We're just waiting for the others.
What others?
We've suspected for some time now that the Order has had ties to organized crime in Liberty. They may even be hiding a secret base. I think we're onto something here. I'm called for backup. We could really use you on that, Trent.
Cool.
All right, but this had better be worth it.
It will be. I promise. Oh, and Trent, now that you have a little scratch, I've looked at outfitting that pile of junk you're flying. Try the equipment dealer over there. He always has good deals. I'll see you in space.
Alrighty. Let's get some new guns. This will make the game a little bit faster paced. Let's get rid of my current 2 weapons, which do 16 hull damage, 8 shield damage, and get myself probably these star beams. I think those are going to be the most expensive I can get. Yeah, because I can't get these sun pulse turrets. I really wish I could, but yeah, those are going to be the best. Missiles have a limited amount of fire, obviously, because of the amount of damage that they do. So I'll just buy 3 of those and just stock up on missiles. Eventually, once I get better ships, I'll have more places for more guns, and you can mix and match. You can just load them all out with the same type of gun, however you like. You can also buy mines and countermeasures. I've never used mines, and I haven't tried countermeasures either. That is a good way to avoid missiles, but I also haven't had too much trouble dodging missiles. Like, as long as you do evasive maneuvers, it's not that difficult. So, as you can see, I now have 3 new mounted guns, and that should be good to go. Launch! And then after this mission, I'll probably take a break, see how the recording's going, making sure all the audio levels are nice and solid, and then get back into it. What do we got?
There you are. 4 LSF wings from Fort Bush are searching the debris field for the rogue base. They've already taken prisoners. I'm
How do you take prisoners in
for our
space?
search pattern. We'll rendezvous with another wing of fighters for our patrol. Hold on, there they are.
Gamma 6, Delta Patrol reports no hostile contacts.
Tell them to keep looking. One way or another, we'll find where those rogues are hiding.
Let's Goon Squad it. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is not me. I'm actually hands-off mouse and keyboard at the moment. I'm in formation mode, so whoever is leading the formation, which is Epsilon 1, is in charge of everyone's flying.
The LSF has dispatched 4 wings to help us track down where these rogues are coming from. They gotta have a secret base around here, and this time, we'll find it.
Mayday, Mayday! This is prison ship XT-19. We're under attack. To all Liberty patrols, please respond!
All units, change course to intercept. I'm uploading a waypoint. This is LSF Patrol Gamma 6. We're on an intercept course and are approaching your position. Over.
Acknowledge Gamma 6. We're under attack by multiple rogue fighters. We have fires on several decks, and our defenses are failing.
Understood. Hang on.
I mean, realistically, it's a prison ship. I know there's due process and all that, but they're prisoners. There are innocent people on there, but you can get them off. Leave everyone else to burn. Or freeze in space. Whichever you prefer.
We're taking heavy damage. Get these guys off us.
Alright.
There she is. She's hurt
Peter.
bad. Everyone, break formation and engage.
Never mind.
Roger that.
get out of cruise so I can fire my new guns. Oh yeah, that's doing a lot more damage now. That's eating through his hull much better. Not only does it do more damage individually, I've got 3 of them as opposed to 2. Finally get some more damage. Still not my favorite gun.
Alert! We're picking up several new hostile contacts.
That was great route.
Damn it, more pirates! Trent, defend the prison ship at all costs.
Can I defend it by just being offensive and focusing on killing everybody? That's my preferred method of defense. A lot of road fighters. That one's good. Oh, okay. Alan Batters. Dan Haddock. Or Dean Haddock. And who's the last guy? Ricardo CA. I don't know. How would you say that? S-E-A-Y.
That was the last one.
You did it! The radar is clear.
XT-19, what is your status? Over.
Fires are contained. We lost life support to several decks, but we're all right. Over.
Acknowledged. Is there any way we can assist you?
Negative. Repair crews from Pittsburgh are on the way. You came just in time.
Glad we could help. Epsilon Wing, stay here in case more rogues
Those
show up.
big ass, these big ass cannons, you
search on
couldn't
our own.
shoot down some rogues.
Affirmative. Good luck.
King,
I'm uploading you coordinates. Trent, take the lead.
I'm taking the lead? Okay. Where am I going? Over here. Oh, on the other side of the plane. Got it. And cruising. I do love the aesthetic, like seeing all this galaxy, star clouds.
Must be around here. They never attack something.
I love
as
that
big
he
as a
does
prison
everything
ship
that I
too
do
far away
while
from
I'm
their
cruising.
hideout.
I've tried to lure him into hitting debris before, but I just can't seem to get him to hit it. I could definitely hit it.
Mayday. This is LSF Beta 4. I'm under attack and need assistance.
This is LSF Patrol Gamma 6. We hear you, Beta 4. Where are you? Over.
I have several rogue ships on my tail. Can't shake them. My shields are failing.
All right, Trent. Let's take these guys out.
Alright, wade over me. But did not mean to stop. Gotta stop pushing space and get to that doing other things in other games. Alan Lewis is dead. Slammed right into his ship and took out half of his shield. That was entertaining. Last one. Wade Rucker.
Beta 4, what is your status?
The ship is holding together. together. Barely.
Where's the rest of your wing?
I'll say.
Gone. We were sweeping through the debris field and ran into heavy fire inside a dense particle cloud.
That's it. You must have been close to their base. Can you show us where you were?
It's mighty presumptuous
I'm
if you
uploading
can.
the coordinates now.
That's
My
it.
systems are fried.
There's a
and I have
cloud.
coolant leak. I'm headed back to Pittsburgh.
Good luck, Beta 4.
Thanks.
14.
To you as well.
Let's activate the
Let's go.
lasers.
Head to the coordinates.
Cruising away.
Trent, I think this is it. I'm gonna call in for some backup. To all units, this is Gamma 6. We have a potential location of the rogue base. Converge on the following
Did not think I was gonna
coordinates.
hit that.
This is Alpha 1, acknowledged. We'll rendezvous at the coordinates. Over.
This is Delta 1, Leader. We're on the far side of Pittsburgh. Changing course to your location. Over.
Wait, I've got something. Incoming rogue fighters, get ready. Then lean into the field.
Gamma 6, this is LSF Alpha 1. What's your status?
The rogue base must be in the
I
cloud
almost
ahead.
killed him.
Trent, take the lead.
Understood.
Honk. Got away with a crash somehow. Ooh, this is spooky. Lightning in space, huh?
There, the rogue base. To all units, this is Gamma 6. We've confirmed the location of the rogue base. I'm transmitting you
Oh yeah,
coordinates.
there it is.
All units, I can make out 2 defense platforms and an armored depot. We'll need torpedoes to take it out. Over.
Those guys
Delta Wing is carrying torpedoes.
really got fucked
They're on
up.
their way, Trent. We can't take out the base. Their armor is too strong. But we can soften up their defenses by taking out the platforms. Let's go. Trent, look out.
Kill
More
the
pirate
guys
ships closing in
first,
fast. I hope those reinforcements get here soon.
Fine. Ooh, shit, that's actually kind of hurt my butt.
One down. One to go. Second platform is down. Where are these torpedo bombers?
This is LSF Delta 1. We're making our torpedo run at the station. Over.
Good to see you guys. Let's finish them off.
Actually, you can hear my shields. There we go.
Torpedoes away.
Great shot, Delta Leader.
Nice.
Our pleasure, Gamma 6. We couldn't have done it without you.
Boom. We just killed hundreds of people, potentially even thousands.
That was the last of them.
Gamma 6, we've got it from here. All units, secure the area.
Good work, Trent. Let's get clear. I'm uploading coordinates for Pittsburgh to your neural net. Let's go.
There's the prayer. Whoop. Fuck. Flying in a space cloud, not great, especially when there's a shit ton of debris.
Not bad for a rookie. Something tells me I'm gonna be seeing a lot more of you in the future. What we did here today will hopefully put a dent in the growing crime problem we've been having in this system.
Why would you assume
Maybe now
Trent's a
we
rookie?
can focus our full attention on the Order and anyone who supports them.
Just because he's new to the
Schultz's
Force doesn't mean he's a
assassination
rookie.
can't
He's
go
been a freelancer
unpunished.
potentially for most of his life. He just happened to lose his ship in an explosion.
Trent, Junie just sent me a message on the secure channel. Change of plans. I need to divert. Look, if you land on Pittsburgh, talk to one of the deep space reps. They'll have something lined up for you. Meanwhile, I'm transferring your payment now. Thanks for your help. See you around.
Cool.
Trent, this is Judy. Good job. King just told me how impressed he was with you. Hope this wasn't too much for your first assignment. I wanted to meet up with you, but the attack on Schultzky has everyone rattled. President Jacoby's ordered a full investigation to determine what can be done about the order. It'll likely mean more work for us soon. Meanwhile, why don't you spread your wings a bit? Familiarize yourself with the New York system. Maybe see what work you can pick up. I'll be in touch. Judy out.
So yeah, at this point, in between missions, this whole solar system is basically free play. So, open up the map here. I could go anywhere within the New York system. These would be gateways out of the New York system. So I can visit 4 planets, it looks like. Actually 5, counting Pittsburgh and Maine. And do missions or trade or do whatever the fuck I want. And there is also a chance that rogues will just appear. Like they have encounters just as much as you. Junkers, they go around salvaging, police escorts, bounty hunters, traders. Everyone's just going about their business, going star system to star system. So I'm gonna dock.
Understood. Your request to land is granted. Proceed to land.
Go back to the shithole planet with cheap drinks. Touchdown. Alright, let's see what we got. Can I buy a new ship? You only sell freighter, and I'm pretty sure I don't have $9,000. I have 3,990 in fact. What about weapons? Sell any weapons that are eraser missile? No. Yeah, you sell basically the same stuff. So I could go back into space with this, or I could check out the bar. See what they've got. This bar has different bounties and jobs you could randomly select. So they've got 3. This one pays the best. Kill ships, kill ships, kill ships. And they're somewhere in sector 3E, where they were last seen. Get there, make the area safe again. Do not fail us. For the most part, a lot of the missions are just going to be go to X place, kill X people. And the commodity trader, I managed to pick up some construction machinery and scrap metal, which the best known price for this currently is Manhattan. It's going to sell for the same price here, 129, so there's no point holding off on it. This also is going to sell for the best price, Manhattan, but it's $5. This, however, is at a good price, and it would sell for 155 on Manhattan. So right now I'm at, let's see, 4,124 credits. So if I were to load up my ship with as much of those, I should see some amount of profit. This will cost me 2,400, and I should be able to sell it for more than that. So that's full cargo of 4 on, and maybe I'll take a job. As long as I end up back at Manhattan, that's all that matters. Pittsburgh debris field. I'm already by Pittsburgh, so that would be close. No idea where the sectors are. Does this have? Yes, sector 3E, I think it said. 3E is in the Baltimore-ish area. So that would be on my way to Manhattan. That was what I said, right? Yeah, sector 3E. So yeah, I'll accept that job, the most high-paying job. And I will save the game at this point. And no, not LUGheads. 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 There we go. And turn to the main menu. This is Remy G from LUGheads signing out for Freelancer. Be back soon, guys.